So this is our final video in our file management series. And so far, what we've done is we've looked at how you go ahead and organize files, rename them, synchronize them into the cloud using Microsoft's OneDrive. And today what we're going to be looking at is how you share those documents with friends, family, and colleagues so they can view them or even edit them. Let's jump on a PC and take a look.
So in our last video of the series of file management, we're going to show you how you can share those documents or files with other people, whether they're inside your organization or outside your organization. So what I'm also going to do is share those best practices for sharing those documents. So if we jump back onto our theme of these videos, which is our holiday snaps, you can see that what I've got here now is I've got a few more folders in my folder structure. And we're dealing with our pictures and our holidays. As you can see, we've now got Devon 2025, my London 2024 trip, and my Spain 2024 trip. Now, I want to share that Spain 2024 trip with somebody else. Now, the best way to do this is to share the entire folder. I have seen people in the past try to share documents individually, and I've said, no, that's not the smartest thing to do because you've got loads of links all over the place. And what I'm about to share with you is how you would share this once you're using a cloud service. So again, we're using our Microsoft 365 and we're using our OneDrive service to do this. So what we need to do is I'm going to right click on this folder here, and if we come down, you see we've got this share option. So if I click on the share, it will pop up a box saying who do you want to add. So I could add an email address. So what I'm going to do, just for simplicity, I'm just going to type in my email address, just so to make this work. So anyway, I'm just going to share that here. Now, before we go anywhere else, we need to decide what they can do with that folder. And it's very, very important, because if you get this wrong from a commercial point of view, you could be causing data breaches. If you do this from a personal point of view and get it wrong, then you can be giving people the right to not only view a document or pictures, but also edit them or change them in some way. So what you've got to do is, if you drop this down, you can see you've got some options. You can see it says can edit, can view, and then can't download. So what we always do is we say, yeah, you can view. You can view the document, you can view the item that I've shown you, but you cannot edit. So this is perfect for sharing those photographs with other people. You can say view only, and you can tick that box, and that's by default the one that's normally ticked. You can also say they can't download it. So you can say they can view it, but they can't download it. All right. So I'm going to say view only. I can add a little message here if I wanted to, and then I can click on send. The recipient will then receive a link in an email pointing them to the folders, and they can then be able to view the documents. You can also just copy the link and share it in your own email. So you could just share it in your own email, but again, that will be a view only link. So that's a nice, neat way of sharing files or folders in a particular way. But again, you've got to be very, very careful that you keep in mind that if you give them edit control, they can edit the content of a folder as well as view it. So you've got to be very careful on how you share that information. Of course, the other way that you can share those photographs is by simply putting them onto a pen drive and sending it to a relative or friend or family, and that's also fine. But again, you've got to think security. If that pen drive got lost or stolen, then, or even worst case scenario, you copy the photographs on there, or you move the photographs onto a pen drive, you give it to somebody else, and they wipe the pen drive and say, thank you very much for the pen drive. I needed a pen drive. Thanks very much. I don't need your photographs of your Spain trip 2024, but I do like your 1 gig pen drive that you sent me. Then you've just lost your file. So you've got to be very mindful. We've seen this before. We get this a lot of the time where customers will put stuff on a pen drive, give it to somebody, and they'll get lost. You've still got the old school method of whacking it onto a DVD or a CD. That's still quite achievable that in this day and age. That's still not a problem if you so happen to have a DVD player that can show images. However, that's still a useful way of sharing files, documents, and especially photographs going forward. And my final tip is, if you have got a folder structure that you're sharing with colleagues or friends or family, remember that anything you add to that folder, they'll be able to see. So again, if you've only, if you've got a camera and you haven't uploaded all the pictures, you shared the folder, you haven't uploaded all the pictures, as soon as you start uploading more content, they're going to be able to see that content. So that's really useful as well. Same thing with documents. If you've got documents in a folder, when you add folders or documents to that folder structure, whoever's the recipient is, they will be able to see and access those files and those folders. So it's a great way of collaborating a little bit with, maybe if you're a charity, for example, or you're just running a small group or a club and you want to be able to share documents and files. It's a great way for doing that. But again, err on caution. Whatever you put in there, they'll be able to see, they'll be able to access. Think about data protection, think about their personal identities. So again, you just got to put that into your mindset when you're using that facility. So there you go, that's our series on file management. Hopefully you've enjoyed the series and it's been really useful to you and you've enjoyed this video. We've enjoyed making it. We really do understand that these kind of videos help customers make the most out of their IT and their computer equipment. So if you've got any suggestions on any future videos, please let us know down in the comments below. My name's Rob from RLS Computer Services. Thank you for watching. Do like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.